A new license is available? My heart skipped a beat as I rushed as quick as possible to meet Fletch. There was a teaser photo shared recently by James that something new was coming, and I was hopeful that this was it. After reaching Fletch and using 2,500 permit points, it was confirmed it was what I thought it was, so I gunned to the nearest crafting bench, which I was thankful that it was the new advanced crafting bench that pulls from nearby chests, and I crafted it. Like an excited kid in a candy store, I carried this new pond and tried to place it. Whoa, it's bigger than I expected. I found a place to plonk it and opened up the crab pot to reveal this message. Sure, I'll drop some fish in it. I grabbed a nearest fish from my local storage and tried to put it in like everything else. Wasn't working. It was here that James hinted to me to reread the message. Drop the fish in it. So after smacking my forehead, I did literally what the message said and dropped a couple of fish in it and checked the crab pot again. It revealed new options of feeding the fish a critter along with the fish nursery. Aw, I want baby little fishies. So off I went to catch myself some critters. Biscuits are tasty, let's try that. Then I wondered how we get the fish out. So out came the fishing rod, as did the fish. As easy as that. No reeling or playing with it. I was curious to know just how many fish would fit in each pond after I got this message about the pond being full. So I added a few more fish to the second pond to realize that there's a max of 5 fish per pond. As mentioned before, the pond was bigger than I originally thought it was going to be. It measures 5 by 5 squares, and one would ask, how many fish could you fit in that many squares? Sure, I could probably have Tetrised this a little bit better. Yeah, that's a verb. Or at least I think it is, but there's definitely something more aesthetically pleasing having a pond with fish swimming in it rather than a bunch of tanks on the sand. What else can you do with these ponds? Well, I thought it could be a lucrative way to farm these expensive yellow tunas, so I plonked a couple in and added a couple of the next best thing, barracuda. This is when I realized those tuna that I plonked in did not actually go in the pond. Feel free to go back and watch what happens. So I sourced myself another couple of tuna and plonked them back into the water, this time making sure I could see them swim. And I fed some of the critters that comes from my crab pots, which I never know what to do with, so I thought I'd lay down and sleep the night away thinking over the day that was. All that fishing? What, you get points for fishing out of the pond? Maybe that's a feature, or a bug. Maybe we'll let James know. So then I checked all the eggs that were coming up in the fish nursery. Check them out, little baby fish eggs. Then I was curious again. What happens if you just put one fish in there and feed it? Does that make any eggs? Let's fast track this day and find out. So the next morning I checked up on my fishy, fishy, fishy fish. And it went wherever I did go. Well, it did create another baby little fishy egg. Hope you check back on how I get on with my breeding experiments. In the meantime, check out my other Dinkum related videos on the channel. Thanks to my channel members, AG Nation.
It is the most elusive fish.